So, I lived in Mongolia when I was, I don't remember, it was a while ago. But I lived there for about 6 months, and it was during the cold winter months. It was very, 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 very cold. I think the coldest it got was minus 57 degrees Celsius, which is extraordinarily cold. That is to say, it was so cold that the snow wouldn't stick to anything. It would just blow around like dust or sand. So that was a challenge, but one of the things that I admired the most about the Mongolian people was their determination, their love, and their consideration for others, especially their family members. I feel like Mongolians are very dedicated to the gospel, especially. I didn't go to seminary when I was there because it was in Mongolian, and that wouldn't have been very helpful for me. But I do remember that the kids that were attending seminary would get up at 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning because they live in the yurts, a lot of them. They're called gers in Mongolia, by the way. But they didn't have electricity, and they didn't have lights or running water or alarm clocks at all. So what they would actually do, they told us, they said that one of the young men in the ward, he would drink a lot of water, and that would be his alarm clock. So when he got up in the morning, he didn't know what time it was, but he would wait for the bus that would come around, the church bus that would come around to pick these kids up to take them to seminary. And this would be in the middle of the winter there in Mongolia. And he would just skate around on the ice to stay warm and to keep from getting frostbite. But it really gave me a perspective on how easy things are here in Utah, and it really made me grateful for the gospel and for that chance to learn the gospel in my own language, in my own tongue. I really admired the youth in Mongolia. They were really, really good. Other things from Mongolia, the music and the language and the culture. Although I didn't learn the language, I did learn 7 words, so I congratulate myself in that. But when I experienced the language and what was surrounding me, and when I tried to learn a little bit about the culture, and especially when I was listening to their music and listening to them sing, I felt like there was something so ancient and so deep about their culture that it is definitely worth listening to. And I think that it really changed how I feel about myself as a person and about the gospel in its entirety, because it really is something that ancient, and it is something very, very deep. You can get very in-depth into the gospel, but what's most important is that it's still applicable to me in my life right now. And for the Mongolians, their culture, it's everything to them. It's their pride, their joy, and I think it has influenced them in such a way that they're willing to do things like get up at who knows what time in the morning to get ready to go to seminary. It's part of who they are, and it's very beautiful.